Well, now we are going to move on to our next presentation. And Grace, can you say hello?
Hello.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for your time today. So as you give us a self-introduction, can you go ahead and try to share your slides with us?
All right, let me see here. Oh, coming up.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time today. Can you give us a self-introduction?
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Grace Lynn, and I'm the co-author of Personal Heart Power book. I am the co-founder of the Global Heart Team, which you see behind me is the Global Heart Team map, where we fuse the world with love for humanity to help humanity shift to a love-focused humanity. And then also I'm the creator of the Loving Journey program. It's a 12-week program to help shift from being fear-based to being love-focused in your life. So today I'm here to talk about optimal work-life harmony, using your personal heart power. And so today I'm hoping that give you another framework for your life to help you deal with life's daily stresses and to see how I can make different choices to live a more love-focused life, both for work and in your personal life. And thank you, Amy, for that beautiful presentation. Because yeah, it does make a difference in our life, how we react to life and respond to life. So we're going to go a couple of definitions here. The first one's harmony. So in psychology, this is the definition of harmony in the Encyclopedia of Quality of Life and Well-Being Research. And what it is when harmony is that positive state of inner peace, calmness, and balance, as well as being tuned in with the world. And what that means is, do I feel connected to myself in a loving way? Do I feel connected with others in a loving way? And do I feel tuned into the world and appreciate it? So it's that harmony that we all strive for to thrive in our world. And personal heart, this is a term that we use when we classify how is energetically coming into us. And so the personal heart is the sensory center for all our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors. And our energies can be low vibrational or they can be higher vibrational. And so what energy am I taking into my energy system, my personal heart? And then that's shown by the kind of pink arrow going in, and then coming out with the red arrow. What am I giving out in the world? What is the quality of my feelings and my behaviors and my thoughts that I'm sharing out with the world? And you notice this slide, work-life stress. And I'm sure everyone's watching this can identify having stress in their life and work at some point. And so you look at all the phases here, you can just feel the energy. You can feel that they're sad or angry or feel guilty or disappointed. And what happens is when our heart, our energy system is fueled by fear, stress occurs. And it can occur at work, it can occur at home, or both. So it's looking at, is my life and work being energized by fear, or is it being energized by love? And when it's being energized by fear, it's very stressful. There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of judgment, both self-judgment and judging of others. So we call this, in the Personal Heart Power book, mode of fear. Like, what is my mode of operation right now? And so when the personal heart is operating with those lower vibrational energies, that's when we're flowing in the mode of fear. And so examples of lower vibrational energies is anger, worry, guilt, and judgment. Judgment is a low vibrational behavior. When I'm judging myself or others, I can't feel love because I've shut that down with judgment. And so it's looking at, again, not judging ourselves if we have the lower vibrational feelings. Sometimes it's natural to have low vibrational feelings. Someone you love died. Everyone's going to be sad. And so it's honoring the feelings, because feelings only tell us, are we in balance? Are we going out of balance? And usually the lower vibrational feelings are telling me I'm going out of balance on some level, either mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Now, on the other hand, to have work-life harmony, this is when love is energizing us. And so now we find happiness at our work, in our home, and both. And you can see the pictures here on the PowerPoint. They're happy. You can feel it. You can sense it. That's when life is flowing. When you're in the flow of love, honey, just ride that love wave because it's challenging. Life gets overwhelming. So when we are in that sweet spot, we're in mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual balance. That's when we feel that harmony, that peace of mind. So in this one, we're operating in the mode of love. And so the personal heart is operating with those higher vibrational energies, grateful, love, joy, happy, compassion. So instead of judging ourselves in the mode of love, we'll give ourselves compassion for those hard times. Just right before the call, I have a puppy, a 3-month-old puppy, and she pooped on the peppy pads, and I accidentally stepped in it trying to get ready. And so I was like, I'm treating it in the mode of love. She was a puppy. She's training right now. And so I didn't go into judging her. I didn't go shift in the mode of fear. But how do I react and choose to react to a stressful situation? That's my power. And so in the mode of love, we can stay with clarity and stay with an open heart with life's challenges the best we can. Sometimes I definitely go in the mode of fear. So it's not about staying in the mode of love all the time. It's very challenging, but more of the time making that choice. So personal heart power now is when the personal heart operates in the mode of love. And then it connects with a calm mind. And with a calm mind and open heart working together, then you create this harmony and balance in your life. It takes practice and it takes time to gain personal heart power. In our personal heart power book, there's over 30 tools to use to shift from the mode of fear into the mode of love. So this personal heart power, fear is on a continuum. Fear, extreme fear, that fight, flight, freeze response, over to the other continuum, love, where I'm just wholehearted. I feel unconditional love for myself and others. I feel in balance. I feel calm. So it's about balancing this out. Like how, if I get back into fear, how do I get back into the love? It's a process of balancing, of being more conscious and aware of our personal heart power to shift when we find ourselves in the mode of fear. So conscious heart awareness is being aware of our heart state, being aware of how our heart is. Does it feel open right now? Or does it feel shut down with judgment? Or does it feel shut with overwhelming feelings? So it's looking at how is my heart and my mind operating? Are they operating together? Is my heart and mind disconnected because my heart's shut down? There's too much feelings, overwhelming feelings. So looking at that again with compassion, this awareness, it's not judging ourselves, but it's giving ourselves compassion. So shifting from the mode of fear into the mode of love, it requires awareness and then choice. Do I choose to accept or do I choose to change my mode of operation in this moment? And we can make these choices over and over, both at work and in our personal life. So it's asking ourselves, am I in the mode of fear or mode of love right now? And if someone's died and I'm really sad or I'm rushing, it's okay, certain situations, but what choice will I make? So which will you choose? In the mode of fear, our choices tend to be limited to the fight, flight, or freeze reaction, or even the fawn reaction, which is people-pleasing reaction. Usually we tend to have to make this choice quickly. So in the mode of fear, we want to make a quick choice to react to the situation. However, if we choose to be in the mode of love, we have a wider range of options and we tend to have more clarity about our choices. And we allow ourselves more time to make that choice when we have more clarity. So we're not so rushed to make the choice if we're in the mode of love. Sometimes we sleep over the night and we have clarity the next morning because we're probably more in the mode of love than we were the night before, stressed out in the mode of fear. So it just depends on the situation you're in the moment and what choice. Consciously, if you choose the mode of love, typically has a better outcome because it's, that connection to yourself in a loving way and connecting with others in a loving way. What's a win-win choice for both parties? And another one to stay in the mode of love is definitely self-love. When we take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves, and we have these reassuring beliefs like, I am lovable. My needs do matter. I don't have to be perfect, be wonderful. When we have those, I am good enough, those reassuring beliefs, we can keep our heart open and we can keep operating in the mode of love. If we stuck with self-judgment, then it shuts down that self-love and we go into the mode of fear. So keeping that heart open, even just putting your hand on your chest and just taking a nice deep breath into your heart, breathing that loving energy. And when you exhale, just letting go of any lower vibrational energy, just as simple as reconnecting to your breath can help shift you from the mode of fear to the mode of love with those reassuring beliefs. So to increase harmony at work and life, it's making those choices to have higher vibrational thoughts, taking a stressful thought and shifting it to a little more like, I'm not good enough at this job. I'm not good enough to, I'm doing the best I can. I am good enough to get this project done on time. So if you have a more higher vibrational thought, that will actually make more productivity at work and more clarity. And you enjoy work better. Instead of I have this fear thought, I'm not good enough, I'm going to fail. Those set up us to feel stressed and to feel failure. So it's what are our thoughts at work and what are our thoughts in our personal life? We just make that high vibrational adjustment just a little bit at a time. We'll actually operate in the mode of love more often. Same thing with feelings. Listen to your feelings with awareness, not judging, because they'll tell us, are we in balance? The higher vibrational feelings of joy, peaceful, grateful, love, tell me I'm in balance. If I feel sad, angry, guilty, afraid, I'm going out of balance or getting out of balance. So looking at those and behaviors, the higher vibrational behaviors are like self-care, like getting enough sleep, eating healthy food more of the time, getting exercise, taking care of ourselves. Those high vibrational behaviors will allow us to stay in balance in the mode of love versus lower vibrational behaviors like not getting enough sleep, stressing out about things, procrastinating. All those lower vibrational will create more stress in our life, both for work and home. And it takes practice. It takes tools and practice to get this harmony in your life. It's not easy. And like I said, sometimes I get in the mode of fear often, but I catch myself quicker and then get back into the mode of love to feel that balance and that love and connection. So one of the tools, easy tool, is a gratitude moments tool. So just take right time. Just think about what are 3 things you're grateful for in this moment. What are you grateful for? And some people have a gratitude journal. You can write it down. You can put it in your notes in your phone. But when we focus on what we're grateful for, we don't focus on what there's not enough of. So what we're grateful for, we'll see more of that versus focus on what I don't have. And then express your gratitude, really feel that. I feel grateful I have a puppy, even though it pooped. I love my puppy. I feel grateful for my family. I feel grateful for my work. So it's just feeling that in the heart. Allow the heart to open up to feel that gratitude. And it could just be for simple things. It doesn't have to be big things. It's just the simple things of life to enjoy. And then again, feeling those moments will assist you to live a love-focused life. Some people do this every night. They write 5 things they're grateful for in their journal. So they go to sleep with their mind in the mode of love, so it's easier to fall asleep. I do it when I go at night. I count my love, every part of my body, self-love, and that allows me to go to sleep instead of worrying on the problems for tomorrow. If I'm overthinking, worrying about problems tomorrow, then I'm usually in the mode of fear, and it's harder to go to sleep. When our mind and heart are in the mode of fear, it's hard, it's challenging. But if I'm in the mode of love, it's much easier to drift off to sleep. So it's taking your personal heart, this calm mind and this open heart to create more harmony in your work and life. What choices can I make today? Be more in the present moment. Personal heart power happens in the present moment. So what choices can I make in this moment that are a little more higher vibrational so I can shift into the mode of love, both at work and in your personal life? and look at that. What choices can I make? And make them. And then take that action, because that's when you reap the benefit. When you're aware of a choice, make the higher vibrational choice, then do the action. And it doesn't be overwhelming. It can be simple steps. Take your time. You don't have to force it, because again, that's in the mode of fear. If I feel like I have to force it and do it perfectly, I'm doing that in the mode of fear. But if I do it with love and appreciation for myself, then that keeps me more in the mode of love. So let's have fun with it. And just be aware when my mind is racing those thoughts, those stressful beliefs. Can I shift those thoughts into more loving thoughts? And honoring all feelings. And then the behaviors, just being kind is a healthy behavior, just simple things to help shift. So I just want to say thank you. And if you like more information, you can look up the Personal Heart Power book. And also the Global Heart Team, personalheartpower.com is the website. You can even just take your phone and take a picture of the Personal Heart Power to purchase a book. globalheartteam.org, where you'll find information on the 12-week Loving Journey program. So thank you all. And I hope you have a love-focused day, the rest of your day.
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Oh, and we also love your background. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So we received a few questions that have come in through our chat, and also I put the links to the to your websites in the chat also.
Oh, thank you.
So let's see. Let's start with our first question. Let's see. Oh, this is the last question that came in, and Felicity said, how can I have a discussion with a friend or coworker that they need to slow down and be grateful?
Well, just thank you, Felicity. That's a great question. And what are you recognizing? Oh, they're operating in the mode of fear right now because they're stressing out and they don't have time to be grateful, and usually get defensive and say they don't have time. But if you're staying in the mode of love and you have this energy radiating from your heart, and you show that person compassion and love and just be a loving presence in their life, people pick up on that. Everyone knows when you're around somebody who's angry, you can feel that, you can sense that. And then, but you also feel people who feel love and compassion. And so being a model of that love around people who are stressed out, they feel that you see them, that they're being heard, they're being seen, they're being felt, and they feel your love. That usually will help. You can't make anyone else shift from the mode of fear to mode of love, but you can be that loving presence to provide that loving field for them to find it themselves. So just encouraging them. We can't make anyone do anything, but just encourage them, say, oh, what works for me is, I keep a gratitude journal. I think when I keep a gratitude journal, it makes me feel better. And so letting them know what you do to stay in the mode of love, it could inspire them. But when someone's in the mode of fear, they don't want to be told what to do. They don't take that information well because they feel like you're judging them.
Well said. Well, this is kind of a similar question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. And Libby says, all right, wait, no, I'm reading the wrong question. All right, Darlene, it's a similar question. I feel like I do not have time for self-love. I spend all my time helping others, work, volunteer, kids. Where do I start? She says, I also cancel yoga often when it's the only thing I actually do for me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Darlene. Yes, thank you for your honesty and truth. It is hard. And I have 4 children. They're adults now, but I had 4 children within 5 years. So I was busy running to soccer, busy running to school, and had very hard time. But even just that awareness of, I don't carve enough me time, because think about it. If my heart is always giving out to others, then if I'm always giving, then my heart will be empty. And so it doesn't benefit them in the long run, because if I'm giving and I'm in the mode of fear, my kids never wanted me to be around me in the mode of fear because I was snappy, I was judgy. And so by keeping myself in balance, people liked me better. So there were sometimes I said I couldn't volunteer at their school. I had to say no sometimes because I couldn't give without going out of balance. If I give and go out of balance, I'm rescuing. But if I'm just a loving presence and giving loving support and still staying in balance, then that's wonderful. So just again, put those healthy boundaries up with others. If I can't give from love and I'm giving out of fear, rescuing and people pleasing, then I'm not doing anyone any favors in the long run. So, and it could be as simple as just putting your hand on your heart and taking 3 slow, deep breaths to reconnect with yourself and just tell yourself, I am enough. I am lovable. I don't have to be perfect and wonderful. I'm good enough. Just that simple. If you catch your breath and you're waiting for the kids somewhere, just close your eyes and reconnect with yourself and just I'm lovable. It doesn't, and try to really say, yoga's for me. I need that.
Very well said. Well, I think I think we have time for one more question, and then we'll ask you for some final thoughts before we move on to our panel discussion. And Libby says, I know that I don't deal with change well. I'm in fear mode, but I'm trying. My big issue is that I can't hide my facial expressions. Any advice?
Well, thank you, Libby. That's a hard one because our body language, people pick up on. And so when we are in the mode of fear, you can tell people they're tense in their face or tense in their jaw, their shoulders go up. They tend to their eyes get squinty. So we can read body language, even says, I'm fine, but we know they're not fine. So it's very hard. So if I find myself in that stressed out mode, to take at least 3 deep breaths. Get back to the present moment, let go of the stressful belief, whatever that belief is. And it's usually about the past or future, but reconnect with the breath, reassure yourself with some loving words, and just give yourself a hug or give yourself just to go back to that. How can I calm my mind and get back to this present moment? And just hands on your heart or hands on your shoulders and just really reconnect yourself in a loving way.
Very well said. Well, before we move on to our panel, do you have any final thoughts or words of wisdom for all of our viewers today?
Yes, I want to share, this is a new paradigm. I hope you will start looking with more heart awareness at your life to see when you're lower vibrational in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And you make that choice to be different, choice to go into the more higher vibrational thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So you are in the mode of love more often. And I just wish you all much love in your life.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.